Girl, the way I had a joke for this intro, but we are living in some very interesting times, if you know what I mean. Sister, woo! But I'm gonna keep y'all laughing as best as I can and inform y'all. So, girl, let's talk about this very long week. Let's get into it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck
on. What's going on, you all? Let me just say this, girl. It's been a week. It's been a very long week. I feel like stories have been coming out left and right. And I apologize for not doing a live stream last week. I was in the hospital, for those who do not know. We're going to talk about that in my mental health check-in. But I'm feeling better now. Just getting adjusted back to doing content. But child, there has been so many things that have popped up. Like so many stories. Of course, the story that I am not going to say in the title or description or any of that, because it's some sensitive times. I'm going to talk about it, but if you already follow me on Patreon, I've already gave you my 2 cents, 25 cents in 2 videos, if you're lucky, and talked about that, because like this recent firing of Jimmy Kimmel, woo, bring back in the middle. Like, it's just so many things to talk about, because is free speech free? We got to talk about that. Also got to talk about people who don't need access to free speech. Dame Dash. Oh my gosh. Dame Dash in this interview on The Breakfast Club, just spouting nonsense, not making any, like, what are you just up here lying about being the chairman of Revolt? Revolt said, girl, we already dealt with Diddy. We don't want no more drama, Mary J. Blige tea. I honestly feel like things ain't been right since Mary J. Blige asked Hillary Clinton, was it a gun or was it a knife?
Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life.
This is my life. We got to talk about that. We also got to talk about Glorilla and her diss track to Young Thug. We don't know if it's real or fake. I'm thinking it's real. The song, I just don't know how to feel about no light-skinned person running off of colorist, dark-skinned, ugly joke. I don't know how to feel about that one, especially with somebody who was not comfortable about their nose. We're going to talk about that. Also got to talk about Jay-Z. And I already did a video talking about him and Bianca showing up at that gala and having Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner sitting across from them and trying to push this casino. We got to talk about that because New York said, girl, not on my watch, and rejected, and had Charlamagne and everybody else out trying to pimp New York out. But, you know, we're going to get into that. We got to talk about that. We also got to talk about Cardi B. I did a video about her rollout on Patreon, child. It's so much. We're going to get into some of that, but the full video is on Patreon, of course, because that's what the girls asked for. But Cardi B has announced that she's pregnant and she is with Stefon Diggs' child. A lot. We're going to get into that. Also got to talk about this Derek Dixon interview that he did talking about Tyler Perry. So much in this very packed King of Reeds video. So get ready. But before we do any of that, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. Mental health check-in. Let me just go ahead and be completely honest. Be honest. I ain't been feeling it. The first couple of days of this week, coming back from being in the hospital, for those who do not know, I was in the hospital Wednesday. Shout out again to Emory University for taking care of me in my time of need. Beautiful black nurses took care of me. I love that. I love when a black nurse come up to me. Oh, I love it. And like, I don't know, like usually I'm not a fan of hospitals, but just being able to just relax my mind, was just needed. Like, and coming back, I was like, oh, here comes reality. Like, I needed to be in there mentally, and physically. Like, my diverticulitis was acting up. I think it was a flare up from the Chipotle I had the other day. She did not do my stomach well. So I am scheduling, I know y'all ain't in my business that much, but I am scheduling a colonoscopy to see what the tea is, what's going on. But yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm at 100%, but I was not feeling it this week. If I can take a second of y'all time, child, and tell y'all I was just not feeling it this week. This news was just running me. And y'all know I love me some CNN. And all the folks, I love to hear about the news, state of politics, and all the other stuff. That's what I do. Been doing that honestly since 9/11, if I'm being honest. We're really going back to George Bush versus Al Gore. That whole debacle with the votes in Florida, that was what sent me to being such a fan of politics. But I've been watching, like, when I was watching the Turning Point documentary on Netflix about 9/11, Brilliant documentary. The patrons have asked me to talk about it, but I'm like, girl, I don't know if I can. FCC watching, child. I don't know if I can talk about that, but that documentary, you should go watch it. It's as clear as we're going to get with like a mainstream like media, whatever, distributing something like that. I feel like it was as balanced as it could be, but the way they talked about the state of the world and how we're affected, like I can get into a whole thing. Maybe I will do a video about that, but that just reminded me how I've always been interested in watching the news and just seeing all of these things that have been going on since that situation that happened last week. Please do not comment and say anything. If you're going to be do not say the name. Be very choosy with your words because I don't want no drama, period. But we can talk about it. But if you really want to go off, we're talking about it on the Patreon chat, period. But yeah, like that was a lot, and just seeing the response and how like it was weighing on your boy heavy. It was weighing on me heavy. I just could not get away from it. I was like, I'm looking for laughs. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for not just something else to talk about. And we just had to devote so much time and energy to this person. I'm like, for what? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, what is this for? I just could not escape it. So I will be taking this weekend to completely decompress. I am turning my phone off. Saturday midnight, I'm turning my phone off. Like I'm turning it off and I won't be turning back on till Monday. Like I am completely disconnecting. I have to, like love and light teas. Like that's what's going to be given. I'm going to be over here gardening, putting up plants. I can't, I got to take a minute. If you can do that, I got to reset. I have to reset, but yeah, that's what was affecting me. I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling confident. And better. But like I said, the first couple of days after that, and just also me healing, it was just a lot, y'all. And I'm with y'all. Like the state of the world it's weighing heavy on a lot of us. And I feel like we're going to have to make some changes. And I think also seeing one of my faves sit next to a person who is like responsible, like tied to that, it just hurt even more. But we're gonna get into that. This is my mental health check-in just to let y'all know where I was at, where I'm at now. So let's go ahead and get to the tea for today. The tea for today is this Dame Dash interview. This Dame Dash interview, the way that man was on there just lying. I think this was the most like iconic episode of The Breakfast Club in a long, long time. Like, the state of The Breakfast Club has been going down. Ain't nobody watching it as much. They just checking out the clips. You can tell that they struggling right now. I mean, they inviting whole racists on there to talk about stuff. Like, it's just a debate. And they're desperate. They're bringing streamers on like they're desperate. But this interview with Dame Dash, him calling Def Jam Records Dead Jam, like telling Dame Dash that you once knew Jay-Z. You don't know him now. I am screaming. Dame Dash he was so, like, if you watch the interview, you can hear, like, how defeated Dame Dash was. Like, the way he had to resort to, oh, you're a woman does. I was like, why is there so much misogyny? Like, the way he just kept talking between, oh, you being a woman, you gay. Like, it's just, why you can just say he's trash, he's messy. Men are messy. We see that. Men are messy. They be like chatting it up. We see that. Like why are we surprised by it? Like, girl, what? The messiest person you know is a man and sitting in the barbershop. Period. Gossiping. So yeah, like Dame Dash was sitting there lying about being the chairman over at Revolt. Revolt said, girl, we already had to give Diddy a couple of meals and let him bow out gracefully so he can go and pay that woman off because, child, we ain't got time for that. Like, we don't want no drama. We don't want no drama. He is not the chairman. They came out real quick. Lauren LaRosa was on it. She said, girl, they reached out. They released a statement. No, ma'am. We worked in some talks, but ain't nothing about him being a chairman or any of that. Dame Dash was trying to explain how 50 Cent got the rights to paid in full. And I'm just like, it's funny now, but it's just like, it just shows you all this stuff is a facade. Like, these folks do not have money like that. They don't have true wealth. They're not to the point that the wealth is so strong they're trying to accrue power. Because that's what it's like. After you get so much money, it's like, I don't even want more money. I want power so I can continue to have money for the foreseeable future. It gets to the point for folks who have so much money and wealth, who are comfortable, that they want power. Like, they want power to be able to keep their money continuously flowing, and influence things. And that's what we're seeing now with all these things. Yeah, so Dame Dash just giving that interview did not help him at all. Like, Charlamagne was eating him up so easily. Like, and he was eating him up so bad. And Charlamagne just did not care. He just did not care. Dame Dash, I cannot take him serious. I can't take Charlamagne serious. So you put both of them together, it's just a bunch of unseriousness. Yeah, that's a whole mess. So let's move on and talk about Glorilla's alleged diss track called Brianna. This is supposed to be a diss track towards Young Thug. We don't know if this is Glorilla. She ain't posted from what I can see. But it made its way online and folks was laughing. It was some funny little tidbits in there. But after you paid attention to it, it's like, this is a lot of colorist stuff in here. I just don't know how to feel about no light-skinned person ragging on Young Thug. Now, because I know folks going, well, he's a colorist too. Yes, girl, we know. But fighting colorism with colorism, it's not going to do anything. It's just like, there's people who are dark-skinned like myself, who do not benefit from desire, who don't have these thoughts about Glorilla, who are not anti-black and colorist and all these things. So what are we doing? I just don't get it. It's low-hanging fruit, and y'all need to grow up. I'm not telling folks not to laugh at it, because like Glorilla kind of deserved to eat him up a little bit, but it was a lot. It was a lot. We cannot say that we're concerned about colorism. We're concerned about these things and what Ari Lennox was saying about Martin and how I was uncomfortable because of these things, and then turn around and allow someone like a Glorilla to, I don't want to be that. And I just cannot support that. I just cannot support it. I'm not a fan of folks talking about folks look like that. Young Thug, there's so many things to say about him outside of that. Why are we calling him ugly? I don't, it doesn't do anything. Like, oh, you ugly, dark skin, you look like Whoopi Goldberg, this and that. I'm like, okay, so we're just going to reinforce like colorism against other dark skinned folks. Like, oh, you look like Precious. And the character around Precious is a dark skinned fat black person. I'm just like, what are we doing? I just don't find it. We need Too Woke. Bring back Too Woke at this point. Because we didn't went back. We going back. And I don't think folks realize it. What's wrong with laughing? I thought everything was funny. What's wrong with laughing? It's just not funny to me. So yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. Glorilla, who deals with her own anti-blackness, was uncomfortable about how big her nose was. Like, sister, like, you had to go into the what's name for them to chop your nose up. And come to find out, Shaka Khan and other folks that had their nose. What was it, Shaka Khan? Was it Shaka Khan or somebody, Stephanie Mills or somebody was on the Breakfast Club talking about them having their nose smaller? Oh no, it wasn't Shaka Khan. Well, it was Patti LaBelle. She talked about her nose. She had her nose done. And I think it was Stephanie Mills who said she had hers smaller. She had hers done before Michael Jackson or after Michael Jackson. Girl, she said she want nose to look like that. And I hate that black folks feel like they have to make their nose smaller. It's not even a health thing. It's just, I want my nose to be smaller so I can be more attractive. That's really sad. That's sad. Oh my God, that we live in a world like that. So I just don't agree with these type of jokes. I just don't agree with them. There's so many things to talk about now. She ate Mariah the Scientist up. Bring your Tweety Bird. No, I ain't gonna lie. Because that was Memphis now. Bring your Tweety Bird. She ate that up. Calling her Tweety Bird. But all the jokes about Mariah the Scientist was not something that, oh my gosh, you call her banana. You call me a banana. It just wasn't like, now the joke about being burned, as long as he come home to me, she ate that one. But yeah, it's just, you wasn't calling her ugly. Because you know she ain't ugly. You know, it doesn't stick the same. So it's just like, girl, we can't keep, like, come on now. Like, it's just, is this pretty punishment in the words of Saweetie? Child ate her up in the video. Like, I wasn't even trying to. But yeah, like, it just wasn't really giving. I love the concept of it, Brianna, all of that, but it just wasn't really moving and swaying me like that. But I'm glad that some folks got a laugh and a good chuckle out of a good hearty chuckle. But it was a chop for me. Moving on, let's talk about Cardi B being pregnant with Stefon Diggs' child. So Cardi B did an interview with Gayle, the king, Gayle. Talked to her, and I watched some of the interview. She said that she's excited about the album. Her fans are hungry, and she understands it's been a minute. And, you know, even though she's pregnant, she knows the sex of the child, and it's Stefon Diggs' child. She feels comfortable with him. He makes her feel safe, even though he's currently in the news right now for having a baby with another woman. And it's just a bunch of drama. But she said this is Stefon Diggs' baby, and that she will have this baby, and she's going to be turning flips and stuff on the stage shortly after her pregnancy. Yeah. Best season ever. Congratulations. Yeah. These fans have been waiting for music for years and a tour for years, and this is just giving lazy lackluster. This rollout to me is just giving lackluster. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's just not giving for me. I did a video about it on Patreon. I'm just like, what are we even doing? This is just, it's very tacky. This is the tackiest rollout I have ever seen for somebody like a big name artist like Cardi B. Like, it's just, here y'all go. Here y'all, damn, here y'all. It's just, I don't like that. Here y'all go. Like, oh, support me. I'm a single baby mama. What are we doing? This minstrel show, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm not here for it. I'm just not feeling it at all. Just walking on the subway and the train or whatever and buy my album, support me. Girl, you're not, I just like, this is not, if we're taking it back to going to those days, the camera and stuff is not needed. The fans need to be recording, seeing you out. And she has done some of that, but I'm just not feeling this. I'm just not feeling this. Stefon Diggs, girl, he already got creep allegations and all types of stuff. Like, it's just, what are we doing? I think, honestly, this is a PR relationship for both of them. That's what it's giving to me. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. I don't know. As long as she's away from Offset, the best. I love that. As long as she's away from that crooked letter man, that's the best. I don't know. But this rollout is trash to me. It's getting attention, but it's very lazy. It's just not giving. I will be listening to the album when it comes out because I want to do a discussion about it. She will be dropping. I don't know if I'm going to be listening to it as soon as it comes out, but we're going to see because I'm going to be taking a break this weekend. So we will see. But yeah, Cardi B has also announced her tour, Am I the Drama? Supposed to be coming to a city near you. Yeah. I'm going to say this. We know child birth is a lot. She just had a child not too long ago. I just don't think it's in the best interest for her to be going on the tour after having a baby. There are a lot of artists who are very in shape and who prep themselves for a tour like way leading up to. And you were talking about doing all of this in months. That is not healthy. That's not healthy. It's just not, it's no way. Like, the tour is already not healthy. Having to do all of that is already a lot on your body. It's a chop. It's a chop. But we'll see. Moving on. Speaking of a complete chop, let's talk about y'all fave Jay-Z, our favorite capitalist. Baby, let me tell y'all something. The way I've been telling y'all about Jay-Z, and I've been telling y'all about Bianca, girl, I'm not surprised they were sitting next to Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. Girl, the way both of them have been moving, I don't know why folks are acting surprised and shocked. Like, the girls was shook. What's going on? I can't defend this. Oh. You're going to jail behind stealing a Chanel purse. Your fave has been sitting in these rooms, cozying up with these folks for the longest. Like, they've been doing that. It's all about money, which is why Jay-Z was trying his best to get this casino deal in New York City, offering poor black folks in the community shares in the company and telling them this is going to be the best gambling. We're going to make sure folks are not addicted. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? You're a sellout. Jay-Z is a sellout. And Bianca giving the sellout to by marriage. Y'all, both of y'all are deeply disappointed for y'all ass to be doing all this shit. If it's not the Super Bowl stuff, now y'all out here pushing casinos on poor working class folks to fatten y'all pockets. How much more money y'all doing this and then gonna move and fly the coop and go to the UK just for one day? What's going on? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm just not feeling it. I don't care. This is why I am glad that I don't be asked to go to no damn events. I don't give a damn about sitting at no damn sacred event. I don't give a damn about taking no pictures with no Beyonce, and because I'm glad that I can get on here, and it's no shade. Shout out to all the girls that are living their dreams. I just find it deeply disappointing that when it comes, like, we have to kind of just find ways to defend them or say, like, no, they are wrong. They are dead wrong. They've been selling this liberation shit for the longest, and now look at how they moving. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not cool at all. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm just not fucking with this. Like, this is not cool. So yeah, Jay-Z, his bid for this casino to be in New York City was rejected. They told him, hell no. Hell no. Absolutely. 4-2. Absolutely not. You will not be having that here. And shout out to Noah over there at Vanity Fair inside the war over Jay-Z's New York City casino. Baby, they ate Jay-Z up. Said that Jay-Z kind of uses his wife a little bit to kind of close deals. Early on, the Times Square group approached State Senator Liz Krueger. She may have been a diehard gambling opponent. I voted against bingo in church basements, she once told me, but she controlled one of the 6 votes on the Times Square CAC in a Zoom meeting. She said the casino asked her if she wanted to meet Jay-Z. Why? I don't like his music particularly, she recalled saying. They're like, you don't want to meet Jay-Z? Well, you know who he's married to. I'm not surprised by that. I am not surprised by that. As I have said, the same thing that Offset does with Cardi B. Their wives, their desirable light-skinned wives, allow them to be in said rooms. If they can't close the deal, their connection, marriage to their beautiful wives who are talented, having access to them, allows them to sell things like this. Oh, you don't want to meet Jay-Z? Okay, what about Beyonce? These men use their wives to soften up their images to be in said rooms like this. The person who was selling drugs and the drug dealer and all that, and are able to be softened by their marriage to these women. And they know that. They know that. And they take advantage of it. They take advantage of it. And there's so many conversations around this because it gets a little deep, but I'm not even comfortable talking about this on this platform, if we're being completely honest. Because, yeah, like, Beyonce should be held accountable. That is her husband. And we need to stop trying to make it seem as though she's not grown enough to make these decisions. Now, there's some other conversations to be had. But, girl, I ain't finna put my neck on the line. No pun intended. But yeah, it's just deeply disappointing how greedy and disgusting Jay-Z has been moving for years at this point. This does nothing for black communities in New York City. A couple of folks get some jobs and stuff, but other people being depressed and looking for an escape and so happen to be right next to this gambling place. Like, gambling in the black community has gotten bad. Like, if it's not sports gambling, it's on our phones. It's so much. Like, people are going into debt, trying to get out of debt. And it's just, and they know that, and they're selling it. Like, how are you going to have a rehab center next to the trap house? Like, what are we doing? Like, and saying and sponsoring it. What are we doing? It's not making sense to me. So yeah, it's just I'm not feeling Jay-Z at this moment. I haven't been feeling him to begin with for a while, but this was the chop for me. But y'all tell me y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel has been snatched off of the airwaves. His comments about Trump not seeming to care about homeboy raised some alarms and folks was upset. The stuff that Jimmy Kimmel said in his little stick, we're seeing people being let go from jobs for basically saying the same thing that this man was saying. Basically saying the same thing, just repeating what he was saying. And people are being fired. There is no free speech because capitalism exists and people are able to strong arm folks to bend them to say what they want to say. Yes, we can talk about how you can't go into a movie theater and shout fire. Like, you can't do that. But we can talk about it. We can talk about how the movie theater is not investing in things to be able to have folks to escape a potential fire or something like that. We can talk about that. But these companies use money, capital that they have amassed from us to silence stuff like this. The situation with Jimmy Kimmel is not just the president being pissed off. It's not just that. It is about business deals. It's a very complex thing. Even I'm trying to understand it completely. Apparently, Sinclair is this distributing company for affiliate news stations or what have you, where they own a lot of the affiliate news stations in small cities or whatever. They own close to 26-30% of the affiliate stations in the US. And them and Nexstar, they own a lot. And both of them are owned by conservative media organizations. And they are trying to have more control. No one company can own more than 30-something% of the affiliate stations across the US. It's like no one company can control the media. But that's what's happening. The same beliefs are being pushed. It's not balanced at all. These are very conservative folks, white, who have been in the business of this for years and do not care. It's like Sinclair is like Chick-fil-A. Either y'all gonna pull the plug on him or we gonna not let him air. So ABC, which is owned by Disney, is trying to appease them by, hey, we're gonna pull him indefinitely to appease you and also the FCC because they're trying to secure a deal. They're trying to make it where they can align their pockets. They want to control more media. It's all about money. Like, it's all about money. It's really alarming if I'm being completely honest, because these folks are able to change whatever laws and whatever to fit their needs and wants through capitalism. I don't like Sinclair lobbies the US government to be able to change some of these things to benefit them. So when we say votes matter, what does it matter when companies who are worth billions of dollars are able to persuade and lobby federal government to persuade them to do things in their interest? So yes, our votes matter, but it's not as powerful as someone who has money and somebody who wants money. They will sell it. They don't care. So I need folks to understand that, because I'm seeing people now go back to, this would be an issue if Harris had won. This wouldn't be an issue. This stuff will still be going on. This stuff will still be happening. If you think that the things that Trump has been doing in Project 2025 has just started 5-6 years ago, you might want to do some more research. This stuff has been going on since the 1900s, if we're being honest. They've been trying to pull back progressive stuff for decades. This is not no concept that came up not too long ago. This has been going on for a year, and they just continuously pass the torch. And Democrats are in on it too. They are in this never-ending battle. Like, this is not Avatar. Like, this is not a battle. It's not a battle. They're both the same. One is accelerating with it, and one is just slow walking it. But we're still gonna get to the same place, which is towards the right. And I don't want to talk about these things. Sometimes I know folks' feelings get hurt when they realize that, oh shit, we are really yes, we've been kind of telling y'all for a minute. This is bigger than just voting a Democratic president in. This is bigger than having a Democratic Senate, or it's bigger than that. We're dealing with billion-dollar companies shaping our future and our laws. And if there is one show that has made me like, wow, it is Alien Earth. And let me tell you something. Justin is close to canceling my Disney Plus. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. But Alien Earth, this new series, the way that there is no federal government, only a couple of very powerful companies running everything. Like, that's basically what's it giving. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get too much into theory and all that because I'm still trying to understand it a little bit more. But I will be talking about it more because I feel like we have to, even though it is annoying. But yeah, that's what it's giving. I want to talk about real quick with this Derek Dixon interview. Derek Dixon sat down and did an interview talking about Tyler Perry, and all of the things that he was saying were making a lot of sense. Y'all have been talking about the Beauty in the Black all week. Like how crazy this season has been, all of that. Let me tell you, I ain't watching it. My barber was even trying to get me to watch it. I ain't watching it. Get off the TV. But Derek Dixon, the way he described how Tyler Perry talked about him, how he lured him in. Tyler Perry deserves all of this heat this white man is giving him. I believe every single word. I don't care if that white boy knew that he was being taken care of because Tyler Perry found him attractive, all that. Tyler Perry is a creep and he's weird. And he's a man with money, and he will do everything in his power to be able to protect himself and get what he wants. And that's exactly what it's giving. I'm not surprised. I don't care about Tyler Perry being queer, gay, whatever. I don't care about any of that. But if you hiring somebody and they're promising them things and you're doing this because you're attracted to them, you need to be very, very clear about these things. You cannot try to coerce them to do these things. That's not right when you are in a position of power and authority like a Tyler Perry. It's disgusting, and you should not be doing it. Like, that is, like, when we talk about the pyramid when it comes to the R word, graping, like that's up there, like coercion. Like, you're going to give me these things in hopes that I give you something out of it. It was never that to begin with. And Tyler Perry, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, but is he gonna get him $260 million? I do not care if he does or he doesn't, but the only thing that kind of probably messed him up is that neck situation happened when he had this interview, because I think it would have made a little bit more news because, child, that man was dressed up to talk about that. But those are the things. So that's all of my thoughts, child. It was a lot. Make sure you're staying tuned for my live stream each and every Friday that airs 6 Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. Period. I cannot wait to do my live stream because I didn't get a chance to do it last week, but we're going to chat tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.